Hey guys, it's Dr. Mike. I got the question of the week today. It's about menopause, inflammation, and high blood pressure. So the question was, can you explain the link between menopause, inflammation, and high blood pressure? It's a great question. So let's look at what do actually hormones do. Well, hormones are actually cellular messengers that cause an action to occur in the target cell. So this is like somebody running over and telling you to go and do something. That's what a hormone is. And this is very important in the aging process. And because as you age, the hormone production slows down. So you have less hormones. So the cells actually don't know, they don't get a clear message on what to do. And the main ones of concern here are estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. So some of the symptoms you may be experiencing are mood swings, hot flashes, anxiety, depression, night sweats, and irritability. And a little caveat here is that this is not only for women. This happens to men as well. So women go through menopause and men go through andropause. Now, the key culprit here is estrogen. And this is what estrogen's chemical form looks like. And it creates a balance in the electrical conductivity of cells. This is what they found out in these studies. So if you don't have enough estrogen, the electrical conductivity of your heart goes down. Okay? And it also regulates cardiac metabolism. So we see the interplay between estrogen, a hormone, and how the heart is beating, how the heart is functioning. Now, it also affects your immune system. Now, when estrogen levels drop, we see an increase in inflammatory markers of IL-1 or interleukin 1, interleukin 6, and tumor necrosis factor alpha. Basically, what this means is that when estrogen goes down, inflammation goes up. So, you guys want to know, what do you need to do about this? All right. So everything really begins with knowing where you currently are. So step one is to get your hormones tested. So if you haven't had your hormones tested, you got to get your hormones tested because you want to know specifically where you are. Now, if you're 35 or older, I highly recommend getting what's called a Dutch panel. And the Dutch panel measures your hormones through a dried urine sample. Now, this goes above and beyond the blood samples because blood samples typically only show the active amounts. The Dutch panel shows what these hormones are being metabolized to, and it gives you way more information than just a blood panel. Step two is to address gut function. You want to look for any type of food allergies or increased gut permeability, also known as leaky gut. I did a video on that previously. Step three is to address diet and lifestyle. All right. So your diet and lifestyle, first step is to decrease your refined carbohydrate intake. And this is a real big culprit for a lot of people. And this also adds to the inflammation outside of just decreasing estrogen, increasing inflammation. Carbohydrate intake adds to that as well. You want to increase your good fat intakes. So like your avocados, olive oil, coconut oil. You want to stay away from the inflammatory oils, all the trans fats and all of the bad stuff that you already probably know. All right, you want to increase your protein intake, but also you want to increase protein digestion. And if you guys know anything about me, I'm really big on digestion. And as you age, you decrease the amount of digestive enzymes in your body. Okay, so you want to increase the amount of stomach acid. Maybe you need to take a digestive enzyme. Maybe you need to take something like betaine hydrochloric acid. You also want to manage your stress levels. Stress plays a very, very crucial role. Actually, it's the cornerstone of most diseases. You also want to increase your exercise regimen. I know a lot of people, their exercise routine is basically non-existent. All right, let's move on to step four. Step four is where everybody typically starts. They want to start off with supplementation. So I want to give you what I recommend for supplementation. This is not an exhaustive list, but this is to get you started. Now, I do not recommend starting with supplementation. I do not recommend starting with any type of the other things that I'm going to mention, like bioidentical hormones, until you've covered the other stuff like diet and lifestyle. So herbs, really good ones are ashwagandha, maca, and holy basil. This acts upon the stress response. This also helps to balance out the hormonal response between estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEA, cortisol, all of those hormonal symphony players. Next ones are your basic nutrients of evening primrose oil, vitamin D, magnesium, and collagen and bone broth. Now, I actually have a couple patients that are launching a company called Yonder Foods, and they make a delicious collagen bone broth. And if you guys want more information about that, their product's going to be launching in the next couple months. It tastes amazing, but it's filled and packed with nutrients of collagen and bone broth. And this is very, very important for hormonal balancing as well. Now, a lot of people are into essential oils. Two of the primary essential oils that I love anytime you have hormonal imbalances are clary sage and lavender. Okay, so you can get more information about essential oils if you message me, Len, and I can direct you on which essential oils to get, how to use it, and all that stuff. And then the last one, after you've filled in the gaps with your diet, after you filled in the gaps with your lifestyle, and then all the little holes you've plugged up with supplementation, then we start looking at bioidentical hormones. I think a lot of people start here and they want to, go this route. Sometimes you may need a prescription, by the way. But you can get away with bioidentical hormones like progesterone cream, a topical progesterone cream. And I have lots of information about using how to use progesterone cream, where to use it, and the benefits of that. Um, but you may need more than this. This is when you would need some type of prescription and it's a short term, by the way, it's a short term prescription to get you over the hump and balance out the interplay between progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, DHEA, cortisol. And it depends upon where your hormones are at. That's why I said we got to start with hormonal testing. So if you need hormonal testing done, message me and I can get you the test, the Dutch test of what I recommend to all my patients. All right. If you're not already on my list, get on my list. I have the free shopping list that guides you on what foods you should be getting into your kitchen and what you got to get out. Go to this website. It's www.whatupdocuniversity.com/social media. And if you haven't already subscribed to my podcast, there'll be links in there that you can subscribe to my podcast. You can find more information about me and daily health tips, weekly health tips, and I do a question of the week every week here on my Facebook page is fb.me/tripleplaydoc. You can find me on Instagram at tripleplaydoc. My Twitter handle is at tripleplaydoc, and my YouTube channel on youtube.com/Dr. Mike Okuchi. All right, hope this was helpful. Share this, like, subscribe. Till the next time, this is Dr. Mike Okuchi. Be well and aloha.